Titans star running back Derrick Henry taking part in Wednesday's padded practice, responded well, looking to be activated before Saturday's divisional round game against the Bengals. The All-Pro running back missed the final 9 games of the season after undergoing foot surgery. Henry said he felt great, would see how the rest of the week goes as Tennessee prepares to play Cincinnati.
I feel good. I mean, I have a big steel plate on my foot. That's only different from the left foot to the right. But I mean, I feel good. Just, I haven't did anything like 2.5 months. So, just getting back out there, getting acclimated to everything, and, getting back to being me. Do I expect to play? See how this week goes, and we'll see where I'm at on Saturday.
Titans expect to make a decision on Friday, so could be earlier in the week, but we'll see about that. Derrick Henry would certainly be a massive boost for the Titans against Cincinnati. Derrick Henry led the NFL in rushing yards with 937 and rushing touchdowns with 10 through Week 8. He's the 7th player in NFL history with 900 rushing yards, 10 rushing touchdowns through the first 8 games of a season. Let's welcome in 2 of the 3 members that make up the Pick 6 podcast, Brinson and Ryan Willson, here to play a game of trust or bust. Derrick Henry has played 21 games in the month of November, December, and January since the 2019 season. He has at least 100 yards rushing in 14 of them. Will, trust or bust, Derrick Henry will rush for over 100 yards against the Bengals.
Boy, this feels like a dangerous thing to do, but I'm going to get in. I'm going to try and do what the Bengals will want to do, and that's get in front of Derrick Henry, bull rushing down the field. I'm going to say bust here. Wilson and me and Breach and Debo have been chatting about in Slack about how Derrick Henry's legs look like toothpicks. And if I stole your line, Wilson, my apologies, but I'm not really that sorry. I do think the Titans would love to get him out there and give him a full workload. I just have a hard time believing a guy with a steel plate in his foot and, who's been rehabbing like this is going to come in and be absolutely dominant and go over 100 yards. Now, caveat to that, the Bengals are missing defensive linemen potentially. Larry Ogunjobi already out. If they are missing more and they're really thin at defensive line, then I might be willing to change my tune here. But for now, I will say that the Bengals are able to slow Derrick Henry and keep him under 100 rushing yards.
Joke's on you, Brinson, because our social team's going to cut you saying that Derrick Henry has little toothpick legs, put it on Twitter, and then you have to spend the next 3 days apologizing to Derrick Henry. So I got you. You fell for it. That said, I'm going with you as well. I think Derrick Henry, he's not 100%, and whether he was just sort of hedging his bets and obfuscating in that press conference or not, it's hard to imagine he's going to come out and be the exact same guy that we saw the previous 5 seasons where he's just running over people, especially in January, and dragging these defenses up and down the field. Not only that, we saw that Donta Foreman did a relatively good impression of what Derrick Henry provided on a limited basis. He averaged about 14 carries a game for the same 4.3 yards per carry. That's about half as many carries as Derrick Henry got. Dontrell Hilliard did some damage, averaging even more yards at 6.3 yards per carry. So I think they'll split up the carries among those 3 running backs. And if Derrick Henry's hot, then I suppose you keep feeding him. But I don't think they want to rush him through in the first game of the playoffs because they want to win that game, obviously, then have him ready to go for the rest of the playoff run there. So I agree with Brinson. I think it's a bust to ask that of Derrick Henry first game out of the gate after such a long layoff.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.